I'm very disappointed in myself for taking almost a month to upload a video. And I found some time now, heading to my gym, to film this. And to me, it's not really ideal to record videos in my car. But I've been trying multiple times to get the next video out. I have many thoughts that I want to share. I've tried at work. I've tried at home, but it's been late. I've been working a lot. Therefore, I haven't had the energy to see it through, completing a video and getting it uploaded. But hopefully the audio turns out clear, and this will have to do for now. But an event happened today that really got me wanting to get a video out. Now, this is very last minute. I was heading back from my last job of the day, driving, and I stopped for lunch. I had parked my truck, and this female, fairly young, maybe in her 30s, comes up to my truck while I'm still sitting in the cab. She asks me if I would help her. She had got locked out of her car. She's driving a Dodge Challenger or Charger, the four-door sedan. And I told her that I would help her if I could, but I didn't have any tool that I could use to get one of her doors open. She asked for a coat hanger. I had nothing on me. I got out of the... She walks away, and she's asking a few other people around in this plaza for help. I get out of my cab, I start walking across the parking lot. There's a Subway there that I'm heading into. One older guy, he asks me, and she had already talked to him. He asked me if I have a coat hanger to help her out. I told her I felt bad, I would help if I could. I have nothing on me. She walks into this shop, I believe it's a salon right next door to the Subway. She asks the lady in there for help. Now I go up to her, the girl that needs help, and I ask her if she has a AAA membership. She said she doesn't. I proceed into the Subway to have my order taken. Once that's done with, I walk out. Now the older guy is already at her car helping her. They got a coat hanger. I'm not sure from where, from who. And they were working on opening the driver's door. And then the older man had asked me for a pair of pliers. Again, I had told him that I had nothing on me, nothing in my cab that could be of any use. And I had asked the lady again if her insurance policy covers roadside assistance. She said that she didn't believe so. I continued walking to the back of my to my truck. hop back in. Now, I felt bad. I felt compelled to help. Now, this person I don't find attractive. The moment that I saw her, when she came up to me, I didn't find her attractive. And I was watching her and the guy as they were continuing to work on getting the door open. And I was hoping that the guy was going to be able to get her back in her vehicle. I was on the verge of contacting my insurance provider to get a tow truck out, to get a tow truck dispatched. But luckily, the older guy was able to help her. Now, what's the point of me sharing this? Well, a question comes to mind. Should we help others? And if so, to what extent? I would say, if it doesn't cost you, if you don't have to make a sacrifice that's going to affect you in a negative way, then help where you can. But don't allow yourself to get used. So you have to be very careful when helping someone. You have to assess that situation. What does this person need help with? Is this person capable of helping his or herself? Now, I would like to truly believe that anybody can help themselves. Maybe this girl was feeling upset. She mentioned that she was having a bad day, and I told her, well, that it happens to all of us. Maybe she was feeling hopeless, like nobody cared, like nobody wanted to help her, because she was asking around, and to me it seemed that a few people were turning her down. Until this older guy was finally able to, or willing to, take time to help her out. There was a pop-up on my phone and the video cut out, so I'll have to edit that later. But I was saying that I felt angered. I felt that nobody has wanted to help me before. So I was trying to feel or put myself in the position that the girl was in today. I hate asking for help. I prefer to be independent. I truly believe that I can help myself and I can come up with the solution on my own to any problem. So if you can, try not to ask anybody for help ever. But there's no easy answer to this thought. We all need help from time to time. But there's always a solution. And try not to rely on anybody so that you don't disappoint yourself when you get turned down. And if you're going to be willing to help someone with a problem, make sure that you don't get used. And make sure that you're willing to help that person with no expectation in return. We all get selfish and we want in return. We may think it's not fair if we help someone, if we do a favor for someone and that person doesn't repay us back. Now, as a man, speaking for men only, from a man's perspective, let's say you were in that situation, another man, where a woman came up to you and she asked for your help. You don't know this person. And in reality, the likelihood that you're going to see this person again is slim to none. Now, I had mentioned earlier that I did not find this female attractive. Now, I did that for a reason. Going back to that point, let's say you find this female attractive that comes up to you asking for your help, whether it be monetary help of any kind. You have to be willing to help that person, that girl, but not get anything in return from her. You may want to ask her out. You may want to get her number to get to know her more, to take her out. You may want to get laid. You may not be looking for a serious connection with this person. But you're going to hurt yourself if you help her and she doesn't give you anything in return. All she'll give you is a thank you, and that's it. Then she'll go along on her own way. You go on your way. Is it a good idea to help women? I would say no, majority of times. Now, this is not, and I reiterate this in many of my videos when I bring up the subject of women and their nature. It's not to hate on them. We don't get a desire. We don't have a desire to hurt women. We don't get a benefit from it. So if you're not willing to help a woman, it's not in a vindictive, hateful way. But you may feel bad for her. You may want to help her because you're going to feel good by doing so. There is a benefit that you get within yourself when you help someone out. Anybody, men or women. But that's it. You're not going to necessarily get a benefit in return from the person that you've helped. And that person may have bad intentions, maybe trying to use you. So you need to be careful of that. But a woman is intuitive. She can help herself. Women may try to get help from men. If a woman doesn't want to put in an effort on her own, she may try to get that effort from a man that she knows has an interest in her, or she can gauge that interest because she has that leverage due to the way she looks, if she happens to be attractive. But really, women don't need a man's help. Nowadays, you have very tough women all around you. If you're on a dating app, you come across one woman, you can see it on her profile based on her pictures, based on what she has typed. And women claim, they boast that they don't need men. Some of them. I can't speak for every single person, but in general, this happens. Yet, why does a female tend to look for a guy that can provide for her based on his title, what he does, how much money he has, how much money he makes, and whatnot? That's just female dynamics. And I don't believe anything can be done to change that. As men, we have to accept that. The person that I came across today, even if I found her attractive, I would still feel bad, and I would still feel compelled to help her. I would want to get that satisfaction, and I would have had that ego telling me, oh, if you can help her out, then she's going to look up to you. She's going to see that you have some sort of value to you, and she may like you for it, even if it doesn't go anywhere. And I wouldn't have helped her just to ask her for her number, because that likely wouldn't have gone anywhere. And if I were attracted to her, that would be trying too hard. And I've talked before in one video specifically about not trying too hard as a man to hook up or meet women. But that's the general point. And I know hopefully I'm not jumping around too much. I'm not all over the place with this. It's been a while since I've worked on a YouTube video, so I need to get back into the swing of it and be more consistent with uploading. But think about that. Think about if you should help people, and to what extent, so that you can protect yourself and not get hurt. And as a man, helping a woman, you have to make sure that you don't have a sexual desire for her to help her out. Now, it's different. It's different if you already have an established relationship with this female and you two have had history, romantic history together. You've been sexual with each other before. She is respectful to you. You know her. Then I would say it would be acceptable to help a female out. But if it's a stranger, I would advise against that. Do not help women out, because women are always going to be able to seek help. Women are going to be able to seek help. If she doesn't want to seek help herself, she'll be able to seek help through another female or another man that's willing to support her. I just finished my workout, and there's another point that I want to make before I wrap this up. Now, I'm sure a lot of people, especially women, are not going to be happy with this video and will judge me for it, but that's okay. You can't please everybody, and you can't allow what anybody thinks of you to stop you from doing what you want to do. And I feel that this is an important message for me to put out there. You always have to think to yourself, train your mind to think that it's okay. Everything is okay. Everything will be okay. Nothing is perfect, and nothing can be perfect. Now, I don't want to contradict myself. I've been in a situation before, and I'm not scared to admit it. As a man, never be scared to admit your truth, how you feel, even if you may be perceived as weak. Anybody that perceives you as weak for being honest with yourself is not for you. I've paid a female before. I've helped her out by paying her, because she's somebody that I have feelings for. Now, that's another exception when it comes to helping a female as a man. But I don't want others to make mistakes that I've made. So this is why I'm bringing this up. Now, I've expressed my feelings to this person multiple times. She knows how I feel about her. And I know for a fact that she doesn't feel the same way that I do about her. I love her. She doesn't have those feelings for me, but that's okay. I've detached from expecting her to treat me the way that I want her to treat me. Now, of course, I want her to treat me the way that I treat her. I want her to be able to help me. But I know that that's not likely going to happen. And I've paid her a few times. And because she's a struggling student. And she's supposedly not making enough. She always has an issue to complain about. Now, to show her that I care, I try to help her out, but I can't always pay her, and it's on my terms. I pay her what I'm able to, what I want. I don't give her the amount of money that she asks me for. But she's gotten used to asking me for money that now I've let her know that I don't want to pay her. I'm not able to pay her at this time because I'm upset with her. Because she has tried to take advantage of the fact that I've been doing her a few favors. And I don't want to be taken advantage of. None of us do. So I had to let her know that. And this is why you have to know to what extent to help someone out. I came to the point where I told her that it's not fair that I've helped her out a few times now, and yet she hasn't shown me what I want her to show me, which is love and respect back. That's the point I wanted to make. And I'm not too happy with the way this video has turned out, but that's okay. It's sort of all over the place. But I'm just going on a whim here, sharing whatever thoughts come to mind on the subject matter. may have caught it, but I contradicted myself just now. I mentioned that I had detached myself from wanting this person to treat me the way that I treat her. But then I said that I got upset with her after a while because she hasn't treated me the way that I want her to treat me. She hasn't been fair to me. So I want to say that you're always going to get upset. There's a certain breaking point. You can only help somebody so many times before you become upset with that person, if the person's not reciprocating